Bill Guyette. Fourth is Guy Wade in the 77, and next in line is the one of Bobby Green. That's the top five. Steve Pinkham, Alan Coates, Dave Sullivan, Rob Fiala Jr., and Chuck Paniccio. Pace car ducks down to the infield. Field picks up the pace just a little bit. MG Gear holding on with the green flag. Now lets it wave and we're underway. Pick out your favorite driver. Cheer him on to victory. It's a 50-lap scramble. Some of the heavy hitters stuck at the back of the pack. They can see up front as some of the other strong competitors look to break into the open. They shuffle the deck through the turns. 4 and 5 wide into turn number 1. Everybody looking to charge to the front of the field. Paul Thurlow's number 19. Down off the racing surface, now looking to get back onto the asphalt. We've got 2 laps in counting in this 50-lap feature grind. Battle for the lead up front. Tom Metcalf wasting no time. Already making his presence felt up front. He's challenging the 23 of Al Royce for the number 1 position, and he has it. Down that 300-foot long back straightaway. It's a 6M of Tommy Metcalf, being followed by the 23 of Al Royce. Mike Knievel in the 74 car, unofficially in the 3rd spot, with Joe Rodriguez running 4th. Brandon Plemons taking an excursion on the backstretch with the 67 car. The man on the move appears to be the number 1 of Bobby Green. He got some good breaks with the traffic, and he's running towards the front at a rapid pace. A large field of cars could prove to be a factor, as Metcalf is out front with the 6M car. He was there last time they raced, wanting to run into problems late in the event. Today he seems to have everything running his way as he's out front. Al Royce 2nd, Joe Rodriguez 3rd. That is Mike Knievel, and here comes Chuck Panaccio with the double deuces. Panaccio's on the move. The 22 jumps up on the scoreboard in the 4th spot. The Volvo is on the move, folks. The car appears to be extremely fast and rather stable. Same goes for Bobby Green in the 1 car as he works traffic rather nicely as he navigates and picking his way up through the field. That's what it's all about. You have to know when to go and when to slow. Right now, some of the strong competitors at the back end are hoping for a caution flag. That's a quick way to catch up with the leaders, as the leaders have already caught up with the slower traffic and trying to wind their way through. Nine laps shown as complete. Tom Metcalf in that red 6M car is your leader. Rick Hartenstein in trouble with the 17 Connecticut. The 7X car of Jerry Supernaut out of Brooklyn. Eleven laps shown as complete. Your leader has about a half a lap advantage over some of the top competitors stuck in the back of the pack. But that could change rather rapidly. It doesn't take much. It's Tom Metcalf, Al Royce, Joe Rodriguez. But I think now you're going to find the 22 of Chuck Paniccio running in the third spot, and Rodriguez is back to fourth. Kind of difficult as they're lapping traffic rather rapidly. And once they get caught up in the slower cars, they can lose track in a hurry. But definitely the one car, Bobby Green, is leading the charge to the front of the field. Alan Coates off the speedway on the backstretch, as is the 54 car of Doug Burrow. Burrow able to back it away, and we're going to stay under green with 14 laps shown as complete. Let's see if this one can't go all the way to the checkers. They've never had a race yet that went from green to checker. This could be the first one in history in this particular division. The 6M car, the red automobile, up in turn number 2 at the present time, is your leader. Al Royce in that black 23 with the blue numerals is running second. Chuck Paniccio definitely closing in with the double deuces. Those are the top 3 unofficially. Looking back, we'd have to say Bobby Green unofficially in the 4th spot with car number 1 as he breaks from the field. That's strictly unofficial as we have problems arising in turn number 2 as your leader goes around. And that's going to bring out the flipping shows Chuck Paniccio winning the drag race off turn number 4. Paniccio around the outside. Al Royce drops back to second. Bobby Green on the move with the 1 car. Joe Rodriguez not far behind with that black number 3. Bruce Thomas on the move with the 34 car, as is Alan Coates in the 61. They say the cream rises to the top. Well, most of it's there, folks. Some still stuck in the pack, but the majority is already up front. Greg Garrett Jr. goes around with the 89 car. Oh, the 7X car wallops the wall hard on the backstretch. That's going to bring out the caution flag. The front runner's already on the throttle, and the green flag is back out. Rick Hartenstein has been very quiet with his effort this afternoon in that 17X as he's climbing towards the front. Mike Wacklin's also up there with that 25 NE car. Don't count any of these top runners out. We've still got a lot of action coming your way. John Senbrook testing the Amco barrier with the 26 car. Comes back out onto the racetrack, trying to find a gear to get him going in a forward motion. Looks as though he may be back up to racing speed. The 08X car, Bud Fraterno coming from the back of the pack. He's got Jason Pansiera in the 12 car of Bill Guyette in tow. Double Deuces is out front, but he's got company. We've got the 12 car in the wall. Beetle Chamberlain in the 7 car also doing some damage to the front end. And that's going to bring the caution flag out once again. 20. Green's back out as the Double Deuces once again regains control. Bobby Green looks to take over control on the inside. The Mustang stays glued down low, and we have a brand new leader here on lap 21. Bruce Thomas also on the move with the 34 car. We could have 3 leaders in 3 different laps. Tommy Metcalf in the 6M car heads to the infield. He's all done. Meanwhile, it's a 4-car battle for the lead. At the line, it's still Bobby Green, but not by very much. Bruce Thomas stays tucked down low. Chuck Paniccio, Rick Hartenstein, all waiting in the wings as Bruce Thomas, driving car number 34, is able to take control of this event. They come down to click off lap number 23. That shows you why he's the current point leader in this division. Bobby Green stays tucked to his back bumper. Top 4 cars look pretty smooth. Meanwhile, Dave Sullivan in that 11 CT car also charging towards the front. He looks underneath Joe Rodriguez to gain another spot. And the halfway marker being shown this time by signifies 25 down, 25 to go. Problems in the back of the pack. Some of the slower cars tightly bunched, and the leaders are working on that particular group. Mike Sedilli goes around with the 72 car. He's got the car fired up, heads back out, and we stay on the green. Black flag goes out to Brandon Clemens in that 67 car, rear bumper dragging. Meanwhile, Chuck Paniccio is already back to the 4th spot as Rick Hartenstein replaces him in the 3rd position. Bobby Green runs 2nd, Bruce Thomas is 1st. That's the 34 car, the 1, the 17 CT, and the 22 car. They're able to pick their way through traffic rather nicely as Bobby Green looks for the advantage on the inside. He's got Bruce Thomas on the outside. Let's see what unfolds with some of the slower traffic as Green able to regain control with car number 1. He's got to be careful. A lot of slow cars up front. Bruce Thomas also being made aware of it as the 38 car goes around in turn number 4. Bobby Green running stronger this afternoon than he has all season long. Flexing his muscles here at the 29 lap mark. Now make that 30. 20 to go. And Bobby Green is your leader as Inky in car number 1 has opened up a couple of car length advantage for the time being. 68 car, Jeff Cairns, heads to the infield. He joins Brandon Clemens and Tommy Metcalf. Brandon Clemens in the 67 car tears off the back bumper, leaves it behind, and heads back out. Frank Page comes back out with the 28 car as well. Front runners putting on a quick pace here in this closing stages of this one. They're running faster now than they were earlier in the event. Usually it goes the other way around. The longer you go, the slower you go, but not today. As Bobby Green definitely out front with car number 1. As Bruce Thomas gets slowed up by some slower traffic, as does the 17 of Hartenstein. This has to be rated as one of the best 4-cylinder, mini stock, whatever you want to call them, features of the season. We're still 16 laps away from the conclusion, but Bobby Green appears to have the right combination here this afternoon. Car number 1, your leader, has the edge. Rick Hartenstein's on the inside of Bobby Green, sandwiched in the middle. Yeah, what a move for the lead as 3 slam, bang, and crash. They look like a pinball machine. The 19 car is in trouble in turn number 2. It's a mad scramble. Everybody looking for clean racetrack. Most find it, and it looks as though we may stay on the green. And we have a brand new leader. Rick Hartenstein in car number 17, Connecticut, comes out on top. He had been running 3rd and 4th. Now he finds himself up front with only a handful of laps remaining.
Charles Burgess off the speedway with the 24X, looks to get the car fired up, pointing in the right direction. 45 laps down, 5 laps remaining. Hartenstein working out of turn number 4, looks to click off lap number 46 as Steve Pickham looks to retire the 27 to the infield. Bobby Green now looking to challenge the 34, Bruce Thomas, for that runner-up position. Thomas working up high with the Ford Mustang. Bobby Green working down low. The 22, Chuck Panaccio, continues to run in position number 4, but he's looking to challenge the 34, Bruce Thomas, for second. 47 laps now scored as complete. Rick Hartenstein looking to run away and hide with car number 17, Connecticut. Bruce Thomas continues to run second. The 22 of Chuck Panaccio now running third. He's looking to pull up alongside the 34, Bruce Thomas. 2 to go marker out this time by. As Chuck Panaccio battling with the 34, Bruce Thomas, is Panaccio coming out on top for second. Bruce Thomas now back to third with the 34, the 1 of Bobby Green running in position number 4. After that, it's car number 61 of Alan Coates, as Joe Rodriguez and the 25 New England of Mike Wacklin go around. We've got trouble over at turn number 3, white flag out to the field, but caution coming out. Good break for the 34, 2-lap dash for all the cash. Rick Hartenstein from Stafford Springs, Chuck Panaccio from Norwalk. They work up in row number 1, Bobby Green and Alan Coates in row number 2. Rick Hartenstein looks to lead the field down to turn number 1 as he looks to pull out a 1-car length lead over the 22 of Chuck Panaccio. Bobby Green looking to challenge for the runner-up position, 4 wide down the back stretch into turn number 3. Out of turn number 4, it's Rick Hartenstein in car number 17, the 1 of Bobby Green, the 22 of Chuck Panaccio, and the 61 of Alan Coates. 49 laps now scored as complete as Rick Hartenstein looks to pick up win number 1 in 1992. The Ford Mustang for Rick Hartenstein, car number 17, Connecticut. He works his way out of turn number 4 as he looks to pick up the win. Settling for the second spot, car number 1 for Bob Green of Ledger. Chuck Panaccio unofficially in for position number 3. And unofficially in for 4th, it's car number 61 for Alan Coates of Ledger. So Rick Hartenstein from Stafford Springs, Connecticut, he looks to pick up the win in this afternoon's 50-lap mini-stock main event. Of course, a post-race inspection is coming up for the top 5 finishing automobiles. So Rick Hartenstein's won the race out on the track. Of course, the post-race inspection will come up following Victory Lane. Joe Golis down in Victory Lane. He'll be having a word with your feature winner momentarily.
The automobile. Before we talk to Rick, first of all, Rick, congratulations. We want to remind you, this is strictly unofficial. The car has to go through a post-race inspection, as does all the cars finishing in the top 10, and they've been stopped up in that 3rd and 4th turn. Rick Hartenstein, you've been around here for a while. It looked like you were relegated to a back-in-the-pack finish this afternoon. All of a sudden, you were up front. What got you to that number 1 position?
I don't know, but it wasn't the power steering because I lost that in the 3rd lap.
So in other words, you've been running kind of a rough afternoon?
A real rough afternoon. That caution 2 laps to go, I just started crying. I knew those guys ran good, and I was just hoping I could hold them off. Well,
you used to drive the foreign car, now you've switched to a Mustang. Any particular reason?
Not really. Just to see if we could stay with America.
Well, America did pretty good. How about it, folks? As Rick Hartenstein picks up his first ever victory down here in the mini-stock division. And with the finish being strictly unofficial, we're going to send it back up to Bobby Freeman for a recap on that feature finish.